Well, good afternoon. My name is Ray Larson. I am the Director of Client Services for Vendi Social, and we also call myself the Director of Winning here, because when we get leads for you, uh, we get potential athletes coming into your box. It's a win for you, and it's a win for us, and we like to win here. So I want to thank you for coming in for our April training. We got a lot on tap, so let's get started. So we're going to review the April content plan. I'm going to fumble through that. I apologize in advance. I find it hard to get the spreadsheet back up and down. I do apologize. We're going to do some training. The training is going to be on a good, better, best program, a mindset for maximizing your tailored post subscription with us. And we're going to turn it over to some questions and answers. Remember, you can always email me questions direct at rlarson@vendisocial.com. And remember, you also get a 30-minute free training session with a coaching session, and I can talk to you about anything that has to do with internet marketing or even marketing your business offline. I've got a lot of years of experience in doing it, and I love to talk to box owners. So just a reminder of what's included in our program. You get a post of the day. You get a smartphone management tool with our platform, which is called Point Burst. So you can review and decline and even edit the posts that are about to go up. That's all totally up to you. We have the Tailored Post training site, which we're going to start adding content to. And as a matter of fact, there is going to be a much longer version of this coaching call in the form of a blog post that'll be up on the website probably the next 2 days. And finally, we do these monthly coaching calls. We want you to win. You win, we win. And again, the coaching calls. So, internet marketing, the process is not just to build community on the various social platforms, but we want to get them out of the social media blogosphere platforms, and we want them into your box. We want them to get on the phone. We want them to do an action. We're requesting a gradually higher level of commitment, which is to become a lead. And that is to call you, or at least to come into your box, and you can take it from there. Just to remind you that we do a sales funnel analysis. Most of your buyers, we call them future buyers, that's the biggest crowd of the target audience that we talk to. We're trying to help build brand awareness for your box. So the way we break that down is that most of the posts are on awareness. 25% this month were targeted to potential athletes that are in the evaluation stage. They've heard of CrossFit, their game, but they got to find a place to do it. They got to find a box. And what we want them to do is remember you from the awareness stage, evaluate you in the evaluation stage, and finally make a decision. We want them to make a commitment. And that could be, again, in the form of a phone call or walking into your box. So what's in store for May? Just to give you a little preview, we're going to talk a little bit today in our good, better, best talk about Point Burst, but we're really going to dig deep next month and help you learn how to maximize the social media platform that we use to deliver your content. So let's get into it. Just a quick reminder of what we do and why you're here. We produce remarkable professional content that connects with your buyers wherever they are in the decision-making process, whether it's the awareness, the evaluation, or to the decision stage. We have a team of 5 people that actually take a look at your content before it goes out. We're professional marketers. We have a content marketer on staff and a couple of graphic designers that put this content together, and we do it in a way that you could not, as a CrossFit owner, a box owner, do it yourself. And that's why you're here. We produce this incredibly remarkable content that it helps reflect positively upon your brand and your business. Remember that there are 3 things that you are trying to do with internet marketing, and that is to create trust, to demonstrate your subject authority, and to build your reputation. And having a social media presence that has remarkable confident content, professional looking content, helps magnify and augment all three of those. No one is going to buy or join your box if they don't trust you, they don't think you know what you're doing, and you don't have a good reputation. So online, that's key, because as Google has said, and I think we brought this up months ago, 70% of all purchases start with a search. And to move up on the search engine results pages, you need to convince not only your target audience, but the search engines that you can be trusted, you're an expert, and you have a great reputation. And the social media content we produce for you augments that. So you might remember this slide in the orientation video when you signed up for us. Paul Slack, the owner of our company, talked about 3 levels of engagement: good, better, and best. Let's talk about each one of those in depth. So good, we post, you do nothing. We put the posts up and pump. We produce the posts. We put them up on our platform called Point Burst, and they go out automatically every day of the week to your social media platforms. So the benefits of this: you have a presence where your target audience is. The search engines use social signals as a ranking factor. Again, that trust, reputation, authority. So Google wants to see that you're alive, and it's good to be, you want to be found, and producing content from your social media platforms is better than not producing any at all. So we do the work for you and allow you to work on your core business, which is training and creating athletes, and hopefully they turn into beasts and they tell their friends about it. So we're doing the work for you. You don't have to do anything. Now, so that's the good news. The bad news is that this isn't optimal over time. If you're a new franchise owner, you're just getting started out, I think that this is probably a pretty good tactic, because you've got a lot of other things to do, like getting your business off the ground, equipment, making sure that your athletes are with the program, they fit into your community. So you've got a lot of things, a lot of balls in the air. And I think initially, this is not a bad tactic, not a bad strategy. But what you don't want to see is a Facebook page that looks like this. You have nothing but a string of posts, and every one of them have the same: no likes, no comments, and no shares. That is not optimal. This is better than having no social presence, more for the search engine signal that the search engines are looking for, or the social signal that the search engines are looking for. But this is not optimal, and over time isn't going to help you that much, and is a waste of your funds. So what we advocate is a better plan, which is we post and you engage. And I'm going to jump ahead to another slide here real quick. The way you learn how to engage is on our TailoredPost website. You go to Facebook 101 and Twitter 101. And what those two will do is they will teach you how to go out and look for influencers or people that have gravitas in your area, in your industry, in your fitness community, within your specific regional or local communities. And you want to follow them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter. You want to create Twitter lists that appeal to their vanity. There's all kinds of great tips on our TailoredPost website, and you can get them all from Facebook 101 and Twitter 101. So what happens is, when we post and you do the engaging, you're going out and you're liking comments, you're leaving comments that are helpful and relevant, and what you're trying to do is build that trust, that subject authority, and your reputation. You want to be known as that go-to guy or go-to gal in the CrossFit community area that where your target audience is. You want to get them to equate CrossFit with your name, or CrossFit with the name of your box. Ultimately, if you do this, you're going to add value and you're going to receive it back. To get a like, you have to add value. And that value could be in helpful comments, compliments, but to get value, that which is getting referrals and getting clients, you've got to give value, and you have to do it not just out in the community, but you have to do it online. If you go out and engage and you post, you will get more referrals and you will get ultimately more clients. If you do this, what we're subscribing here or proscribing here is your social media doctors, you will get results. It's not going to happen overnight, but 5 to 6 months you'll start seeing. This is why every big brand in the world has a social media presence. It's social. Social means two-way, back and forth. It's a dialogue. So you can't just put content out and expect people to react. Remember, to get value, you've got to give value. This should cost you 15 minutes a day. You can do this in the morning when you get up right before your workout or between workouts, but by all means do it. And what will happen is that you will get stuff like this. You'll get likes and you will get shares and you'll get comments too. Now, if you want to go beyond that, the best case scenario for both you and for us, because we'll both succeed, is that we produce this remarkable content, you go out and engage, and you add additional posts. It's not unheard of to do 2 to 3 Facebook posts a day and 2 to 5 Twitter posts per day or tweets per day. What happens when you do this? You'll achieve your desired results more faster. You need clients, you'll get clients. It will happen. It will happen faster than if you just engage. You're going to get higher rankings in the search engine results pages, and you're maximizing your investment in tailored posts. This would take you 20 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week. That's all that's required. We do this every day with our own business, Vendy Social. Paul and I are out there and our team, and we are out not to pump things out. If we find something interesting, yes, but most of the time, Paul and I are out there leaving compliments for things that we agree with, not necessarily arguing. If we do see something that we don't agree with and we think is the best practice, we're respectfully disagreeing with them. And then we add posts, but the posts we add, we want to add value. And I've got some ideas on how you can add value. So how do you do this? Well, first thing is you need to take control of your Point Burst account. When you set this up, you automatically put publish post by this publishers, and ours, it didn't say Club Z, it says CrossFit. This means right here, when you click this box, that you're going to review every piece of content that we produce for you before it goes out. And then you're going to take the next step, which is this. You're going to localize the posts that we create when it makes sense. Add the name of your town, the schools, neighborhoods into the posts. Make those posts local. Local is a big word, and the verb localize is a huge word right now because Google, in their effort to return the best possible search results for a user's query, is trying to return more and more local results. No longer are your search engine results pages being polluted by companies that are out of town that were bidding ferociously trying to get the CrossFit term. If you put CrossFit Santa Monica or CrossFit Roseville, Minnesota, and you're located there, and you start including Roseville or Santa Monica within your social posts, you're going to move up higher in the rankings. And again, the search engines like this because it ties the business to an area. Your users like this as well because it makes the content you're producing much more relevant. Here's an example for a post that's coming out in April, and I need to show you the April content plan, and I will do this at the end. I apologize, I missed on that. So Throwback Thursday, in some ways, things haven't changed too much in the last 50 years. Well, why don't you take that post and insert the name of one of your famously fit or infamously fit older athletes from your own box in there. You're appealing to their vanity. And what will happen is they'll put that in their own feed. They'll be proud. And the whole idea is to localize this. And then ask up a follow-up question. And what did people do before CrossFit? What did people do in the Santa Monica area before CrossFit? What did they do in Roseville before CrossFit? I can tell you what they did here in the winter. They ice fished and got fat. So those are the kind of questions, the ideas. There's no limit to this, but the idea again is to go in to point burst, and it, where you see that it makes sense, you want to localize those posts. Add a geolocator, add a name, add a health food store, add an event, but add anything that will make those more local. And now talking about your own posts, curate news about health and fitness in your own area, health food stores, your own box beasts, highlight them, celebrate them, local CrossFit competitions. You got some fire breathers under your roof that had a great workout last week or were really encouraging other, new members. That's the kind of stuff you add those things. Herald the success of both your own box and your own athletes, and celebrate their achievements on social media. This is incredible. Look at the amount of shares that this from one of the boxes, what they got. This is the kind of results that you want. Finally, if you don't have a Google My Business page, you need to get one, and you need to get one really, really fast, because Google, again, is moving to make your laptop, your desktop, your phone much more. They're trying to get you the best possible results so that you stay on Google. And the way they do that is to make those results more relevant, more useful, and more local. So you need to take advantage and open up a Google My Business page if you haven't done that already. And we had a coaching call on Google My Business, and I think we're going to do another one again because we feel this is so important. There's a lesson on the TailoredPost website as well. The Google My Business setup now is much more easier than it was a year ago. One of the main reasons you want to do this is you want to have the ability for your customers, your athletes, to leave reviews on Google+. There is all kinds of math out there that prove that that listings in the search engine results pages that have reviews, positive reviews, have a much higher click-through rate, and hence more visitors, more leads that come into your box if they have reviews. It's huge. Now, before we get to our last section here, let me just go back for just a second, and let me find this. Here you go. Okay, so here is the content for next month. We've got 30 Facebook posts, we got 30 tweets, and we got 12 LinkedIn posts. I suggest strongly to you, if you can, that if you're not blogging, you think about it and do it on your Google Plus page. Because the Google, blogging can just be, you could just post the workout of the day on there, but Google will pick that up, and Google, it would be a really strong strategy. And you can also take your Facebook posts and you can move those on. You can just copy and paste them and put them on your Google Plus, your Google My Business page as well. It's a really strong strategy to get people into your box to show up higher on the search engine results pages. And I would do it. I would not hesitate. So before we take on any more questions, I just wanted to let you know that, again, we have coaching calls. It's a free 30-minute marketing consultation with me. I love to talk to box owners. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've had some home runs, and I had one big strikeout miss. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. I can tell you about both because I've lived them both. So, and I love to talk to box owners because I want to learn. So we just want to see if there's any questions we have. Does anybody have anything to ask? And if not, I will see you next month. And again, please make sure you take advantage of those coaching calls. Thank you so much, and let's win together. Thanks.